Okay, guys, so today we are going to go over the cable glute kickback. Now, there's two things I want you to keep in mind when you go about this exercise. One, do not go heavy. This is not about moving the most amount of weight, okay? We are trying to isolate the glutes here. If you end up going too heavy, your quads and hammies take over, specifically your quads. They're sneaky little bastards. Don't let them do that, okay? So, even though maybe technically you could move it, this is not about, oh my God, look how much I can move. Like, no. This is an accessory lift for your butt. Okay, so another thing, the second thing is don't do this fast. Go slow. Slow tempo, because if you go fast, once again, your quads and hammies are going to take over. So when I say light, by the way, I mean somewhere in the like 10, 15, maybe 20 pounds. Don't exceed that. Even when you get strong as fuck and when you're years into your lifting journey, still don't go heavy on this. Okay? So, when I actually kick back, here's what I like to focus on. I brace my core really, really hard. Okay? And I keep my hips square. So we're not going out to the side and we're not going into an extreme spinal flexion. Keep it very tight. Now, how far do you lean, right? Like, there's different angles. You can be upright, you can be leaning forward a little, and you could be totally horizontal. Some people like doing it like this. It's totally up to you. There isn't right or wrong, as long as you're maintaining good form with your hips square and keeping your spine out of it, right? So, I mean, your spine is gonna chime in a little bit because at the end of the day, we are working it to some degree, but you should not be feeling this in your back too much. Definitely not sharp pain. If you feel sharp pain, that means you're probably going into an excessive spinal flexion, okay? So, once you find the position you like, I'm somewhere in the middle. I like hinging like quite a bit, not completely horizontal though. And once again, it also depends on the cable column. There are some cable columns that are amazing and have handles on either side. When I have a setup like that, I'll definitely be like pretty horizontal when I do it. Okay, so this is the one I have. It's a pretty basic one. So I'm just gonna brace with one hand and then put my other on my hip. Okay, so from here, I hinge, bend in both knees, plant that foot really hard into the ground, brace my core, and can you see my back? Okay, good. You bring that knee a little forward, and you kick it back. Like, it needs to be so light that you can actually hold it here for a second. If it was too heavy, I wouldn't be able to hold it up. Okay, and I want you to feel a squeeze. You can't actually feel it through the camera, but if you were to put your finger on my butt right now, you would feel it. It's hard as a rock. Okay, bring it in, kick back. Now, as you can see, I'm not going like this. Like you see a lot of these freaking Instagram influencers. I don't know what the fuck they're doing, but it's not correct. Okay, so from here, slow. Right, so I come back slow and explosive back, and like you pause for a little millisecond there. Okay? And another little tip is the leg that's kicking back, turn it out a little bit, just a tiny bit. Okay, see how that feels for you. All right, that is that.